Hey, good afternoon. Hope you're doing okay. Just when you read the Psalms, there's one of the themes that I find which underpins most of the Psalms that were written by David is the theme of trusting in God. Now, David went through a lot of adversity. David had to wait a tremendous amount of time before a lot of the prophecies that he received as a young child were fulfilled in his life. And in the midst of that, what he learned, which was conducive for him, for his soul, for his well being, was trusting in God, knowing that in the midst of uncertainty, that God is still with you, that God is still ensuring that all things work together for your good. And I believe that's relevant for us as well today, that sometimes we don't understand why we're going through seasons of delay. Sometimes it seems like God is not even speaking to us. Sometimes we don't know whether we should turn right or whether we should turn left. Sometimes it seems like we're going backwards and things are stagnant. But what we need to do in those times is go back to the secret place. We cannot neglect our time in the presence of God. We need to keep praising Him because God doesn't enjoy religious sacrifices. God enjoys the sacrifice of praise and thanksgiving. So we need to go back to that. And after we've done all that, we just need to wait. We need to be still before God. And God will give you a word. God will give you a rhema word. That means a word which is relevant to your current circumstances right now. And in the midst of that, trust in God. Do do what God has called you to do. God does not want us to be lethargic or to be lazy. God wants us to be productive throughout the day. Get on with the things that we have to do. But in the midst of that, trust. You see, because God, it took God 6 days. God Himself, it took Him 6 days to make the heavens and the earth, and He rested on the seventh. So if it takes God a number of days to complete something, then it's also going to take us a number of days to complete whatever assignment God has given us. Because Rome was not made in one day, and neither can the assignment that God has given you be made in one day. So there are some things to keep us motivated in the time that we fulfill and create and build and finish the assignment. And one of those things should be to improve your character. One should always be looking to become a better person than what they were yesterday, to be kinder, to be more patient, to be more meek, and to read, to learn, to grow in wisdom, to grow in knowledge and understanding, because that will also help you become a more polished instrument in the hand of God. So we trust in God. And the reason why we trust in God is because we believe in God. We believe that God can do everything. We believe that God is in control. We believe that God is the Almighty. We believe that God can open up the door for us in the twinkling and the blinking of an eye. God could do all of that. God can promote you from the prison to the palace in one day. And He will. He actually will. So we trust in God and we fear Him in the midst of that. We don't fall back into sin because delay can give us the illusion that it's better to serve our sin than to serve God. But we continue in what God has called us to do, and we will surely reap what we have sown.